All right, so let's do an A chord. Why? Because it's awesome. Now, just in my personal playing, I just have this total love affair with the A chord. It's fun to solo over. Half of the songs I love are in A or start in A. It's just a great chord. Now, another cool thing, very similar to the E minor chord. Watch this little trick. Boop. We just dropped it down one set of strings. Yes! Boop. See? Just like that. Now, all we have to do now is we're going to add one more finger, and that is our ring finger on the B string. Now, your fingers, you're going to start to notice we're getting a little cramped, right? You know, it's like 3 people in a 2-bedroom apartment. It starts getting a little more lack of space, right? Or 3 people in a studio, even more. But anyways, so that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to guitar. So here we got 2nd fret, 1st finger, D string, G string, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, B string. Now again, we're going to have that open string below our ring finger. So we want to be on our tips, right? We can take this forward and put our thumb a little bit more behind the neck, be on the tips of our fingers. Think of it almost as making like a C shape, right? Like this. And your tips, rather than like this. A lot of people make it like a flattened out C. We want to be like this, like a claw, right? So, beautiful. Now, one thing we need to start paying attention to, this is one of those chords I was talking about, where we don't want to hit all of the strings. We want to hit from the A string, or in this case the root note, down. So once you've learned how to fret each note and get them to ring out, you know, don't be afraid to look over at this hand and just watch your picking hand hit from the A string down. And then try what we were doing with E. Or now, one thing too, and I have to be conscious of this all the time myself, is this part of the hand, right? When you're doing an A chord, it's easy to have this part of the hand actually hit that high E string too. So you want to have some space. Let's see if you can see that. Be in focus. You want to have some space, right, between this part of your hand and the actual neck itself, so that that string will ring out as well. Right? So we can think about being on the tips, not being flat like this, being on the tips, and then making sure that this finger is clearing the actual neck itself. Because that's a really important part of the sound, right? And that's the A. Now from there, let's try a D. And once you have those 3 chords, you know like 70% of modern music. So let's check out a D chord.